everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Chiefs coming in at 6-8, going up against the Bills, who come in at 3-11. The fans are bundled up. It's a cold one at Arrowhead Stadium as we send you out to Kansas City to hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thank you very much. The snow and the cold, it has not deterred the KC faithful. The parking lot was full early. The barbecue smoker's going, and we are about set for football here on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. Former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys, and if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
They go again with Davis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face a third down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Eric Berry's the textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And they'll run it here. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, nice move. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for a KC first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. It's the Chiefs on top early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Spinning past him. We put our attention now on the Chiefs' defense. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now Davis, and he is going to lose yardage here. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A long way to go for the offense here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Time to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Barth now after the made field goal to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. to stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an offset eye. This is Gillisley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll throw now on the final play. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report.
Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the 2nd half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going out. I'll keep handing him the football.
All right, here we go.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go now.
Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Their big-bodied receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll go on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So last week, mostly ineffective. This week, what we're seeing very effective. What are you seeing that's different?
I think what I'm seeing is just a simple, everyone is on the same page. And I know it sounds trite, but I'm talking about all the guys up front with the blocking schemes, everyone at the point of attack, creating space. And so far, it doesn't matter what gap they choose, they're finding it. A gap, B gap, C gap, does not matter. They're getting there, and they're creating nice runs.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go. Boom, here we go.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
False start, offense.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He'll look to throw. Finding time. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when we see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And on the ground they go with a running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
Let's go! Green, 30. Over! Kill, turn up! Here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Leopard!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
Still first down.
Check, Patriot!
the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got time. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kyler Fackrell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. And the lead is down to 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Like he'll throw here. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Three down. Three down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Keep on coming, baby. Keep coming. Woo, get hit. He ain't going nowhere. Woo, he ain't going nowhere. Creep. Come on. Hey, tight. Come. Check one. Pick up. Yeah, come on.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Protect yourself, baby. Nowhere. Nowhere. All day, baby. Good stuff. Creep. Come on. Hey, tight. Go. Check one. Pick it up. Yeah, come on. Check one. Here we go. 61. Shit. Yeah, I need one over here.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Easy work. It's easy work.
Now the point after try for Santos. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, dashing through the snow. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
So for the Chiefs, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.